Welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here for your Smackdown Live review for the date of May 30th, 2017. I'm back and I'm better than ever. Yesterday, I was feeling a little down after that Monday Night Raw. My voice was feeling groggy. It was I was sick, so that's what probably made it feel so hot in my house. But it just felt like things were burning up around me. My throat was burning up. So I didn't go too all out for my Monday Night Raw review. But I'm feeling better than ever. Things are feeling great. Right now, it's actually feeling pretty chill in my house. I don't know what it is, but we are back for your Monday Night Raw, not review, not Monday Night Raw, what am I saying, Smackdown Live, there you go, I'm an asshole, but you know, where you don't see assholes, well, I'm an asshole, but on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, you can find so many other things, like, for example, yesterday's Monday Night Raw review uploaded yesterday of yesterday's abysmal show that we got yesterday. So make sure to go check out the Monday Night Raw review, as well as last week on Saturday we did Behind the Mic, where we're talking about the plans for Brock Lesnar's Universal title reign, along with the news on the Hardys and how Matt Hardy's trademark for the broken gimmick was denied, and just so many other things there. So make sure to go check that out, as well as Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews for last week. For now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go straight into that SmackDown review for the date of May 30th, 2017. They were live here tonight from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this was a very, very, very good edition of SmackDown Live. No doubt about it. They came in swinging here tonight, and it was a very, very good show due to that very good edition of SmackDown Live here tonight, which every week we got shows of this quality, because here tonight they just kept rolling. They never stopped. We saw a lot of things here today, and the most intriguing thing we saw here tonight on SmackDown Live was the announcement of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're going to talk about that, but you're going to have to wait a little bit, bro. You're going to have to wait a little bit, bro, but I will talk about it a little bit. It's just hilarious, because Nia Jax tweeted out earlier. Let me see if I can pull up this tweet so I could read it directly here. But Nia Jax tweeted out earlier, let me see if I can pull this up, about this SmackDown Women's Championship match after it got announced. She tweeted out, here it is, or not, where the hell did it go? Nia Jax, her tweet probably got deleted. Here it is. Wow! First ever Money in the Bank women's ladder match. Amazing how hashtag SmackDown Live uses their entire, which is in caps, women's roster every Tuesday. That is absolutely hilarious. That just goes to show you how horseshit Monday Night Raw is, and how they don't utilize a superstar to put one superstar in the spotlight, and that's it. And even Nia Jax, even your own superstars are complaining about it. We're going to talk about the Money in the Bank, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and how that got announced later in the show. So make sure to stay tuned on this review, because I like to get that watch time, bro. A lot of other things happened on SmackDown Live here tonight. We saw Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles. They put in a damn good match here tonight. Not better than Reigns and Rollins last night. But then again, Reigns and Rollins last night was not good enough to save that miserable show, especially considering the fact that Roman Reigns won, because Roman Reigns always wins, bro. It's the same goddamn shit every single week. But that's besides the point. that's besides the point. We're talking SmackDown, who we saw a lot of other things as well. We saw a little tag team match between Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Decent way to start the show there. We saw the return of the New Day. And we had a lot of matches announced from Money in the Bank, like the New Day, and how they're going to be going one-on-one with the Usos at Money in the Bank. We're going to talk about that, and I have a lot to say about that one, about the return of the New Day, and, well, quite frankly, how they didn't earn this title shot. But we're going to talk about that in more detail later in this review. That's pretty much the recap for what happened on SmackDown. A lot of good things happened on this SmackDown Live. A lot of things seem to be in motion. What confuses the hell out of me is how they're leaving integral parts, or at least names that could be integral parts of SmackDown Live, out of these shows. For example, you've got Ty Dillinger. When was the last time we saw Ty Dillinger? I believe it was Backlash, the last time we saw Ty Dillinger. What the hell is up with that? Where the hell is Ty Dillinger? Keep this guy in the brains of the people, in the brains of those casuals. He's so goddamn over. He is so goddamn over. And you're telling me this guy has to be cast away to the pre-show of WWE Backlash? Probably going to be on the pre-show of Money in the Bank, because he's not doing anything, at least as of now. So what the hell is going on with Ty Dillinger? Another name, or names that we haven't seen as of late. American Alpha. Where the hell is American Alpha, bro? You're telling me these guys who are your tag team champions, future of the tag team division on SmackDown, biggest team you had on SmackDown a month and a half ago, bro, you're telling me they haven't been on SmackDown for nearly 2 months now? What's going on with that, bro? Where the hell is American Alpha? I don't think we've seen them since WrestleMania, bro. It's been a while, bro. It has been a while since we've seen American Alpha. That's not good. That is not good. They weren't even at WrestleMania. They weren't even on the WrestleMania card. That is a vital error right there. Where the hell is American Alpha? Another name that should be on SmackDown Live television is Rusev. Didn't this guy say he was going to appear on SmackDown Live 2 weeks ago? He wasn't on SmackDown Live 2 weeks ago. WWE Backlash came around. He didn't appear on that show. Last week, nowhere to be seen. And here tonight, once again, no mention of Rusev. Again, another guy who can be an integral part of your SmackDown Live show. Nowhere to be seen. I'd love to see Rusev get added to the Money in the Bank ladder match. And there was a report going around earlier this week saying that Rusev and Jinder Mahal's push is kind of delaying Rusev's push, or maybe even getting rid of it as a whole, and that's not a good thing whatsoever. You can easily insert Rusev into Money in the Bank. It's not unheard of to have 7 guys in a Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't know why that can't be a possibility. There's no reason to be keeping Rusev off the television. He had, a shoulder surgery, and apparently he would be back in 2 months. Well, he left in March, and it's May 30th. It's May 30th already, almost June. So what the hell is the issue here? I do not know. Maybe Rusev needs more time to recover, or maybe they're just keeping him off television because they're not creative enough to come up with a storyline for him, and they're pretty much like, let's just keep him off television until we come up with something, and that is not a good thing whatsoever. That's not a good thing. I have a rumor here as well about John Cena. And John Cena, how he pretty much confirmed that he's coming back to WWE on July 4th. He sent out a Twitter here saying, "Bittersweet day today as I begin another night in Atlanta. Such a funny movie, but hashtag SmackDown Live at WWE is so close. 7-4. Can't get here fast enough." So John Cena confirmed here tonight that or on Twitter at least, that he is returning on July 4th. So July 4th is going to be a big episode of SmackDown. There's also reports coming out that WWE is blaming this ratings drop on SmackDown Live, or SmackDown Live not having John Cena, and Monday Night Raw having Brock Lesnar. Maybe you can attribute that to the fact that Monday Night Raw is putting on shitty-ass television, and most of the time, if Monday Night Raw is good, people are going to watch SmackDown, and if Monday Night Raw isn't good, people aren't going to watch SmackDown, because a lot of the casuals don't want to invest their time into both shows. I mean, and I can understand that it's 5 goddamn hours of your week you're spending in front of your television 2 nights consecutively in a row. So, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to invest yourself into both shows, and if you're tuning into Monday Night Raw and saying, oh my god, this is terrible, bro, which that would be the case last night, maybe you don't want to tune into SmackDown either. And when you see Monday Night Raw is terrible this week, ain't no way in hell you watching next week, bro, because you know it's going to be the same old garbage every single week, and that's the way it is. So maybe you should contribute that to the fact that the ratings are falling, and as well as the fact that you have NBA Finals going on around this time. You have the Stanley Cup and hockey being competed for. I don't know much about these goddamn sports, but I know that they're going on around this time, and WWE is competing with all these finals. You think somebody wants to see Roman Reigns over the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I don't even know who the hell is going up against each other. But, I mean, you really do think that WWE, that somebody wants to tune in to see Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins, bro, over Stanley Cup World Final or basketball NBA Final? No, bro. No. So you can attribute your ratings decline for that, and the ratings probably will go back to normal when you start putting on some quality television, first of all, and second of all, when these finals are over and you go into the summer with these exciting new storylines. So hopefully the ratings will go back up, and John Cena, I mean, he will make the level of programming better. And I mean, some people, knowing that John Cena's not there, are just like, you know what, is anything even important? It attracts a lot of casuals to the program if they see John Cena is there. So I guess you can say John Cena contributes a small little part to the ratings. A small little part. Same thing with Brock Lesnar. You see a small little ratings boost. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, for your little news. For now, let's go into SmackDown segment by segment. Let's cover this goddamn show. They were in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, I had a friend, bro. I had a friend once. Don't talk anymore, because if you listen to this story, you already know, bro, that this friend got half a brain. But I mean, this person thought that there were two Atlantas, bro. There's one Atlanta in Georgia, and there's one Atlanta next to Georgia. I'm just like, oh my god, bro. Can you be more of an idiot? You can't, bro. You really can't. But anyways, bro. The show starts off here tonight, and they show all 5 of the women in the Fatal 5-Way saying their claim, or staking their claim, for the SmackDown Women's Championship here tonight. So that was clearly a focus point of this show. I thought it was going to go on last. I thought they were going to leave it for the main event, but that was not the case. But what happened in that Fatal 5-Way, which didn't even go down, what happened there was a huge, probably the best part of the show. I loved what happened in there. But we're going to talk about that soon enough. We go to the first segment of the show. Kevin Owens started off the show here tonight with Chris Jericho's highlight reel. And this just goes to show you, it's the same copy and paste formula to start off the show every single goddamn week. This guy comes out, He has his segment, whatever it is, the Ambrose Asylum, the Highlight Reel, Miz TV, Rollins Report. I mean, how many goddamn WWE talk shows do you need? I know the answer to that question. 0. Yeah, I mean, you're still starting off every show with the segment. This guy comes out, theme music plays, the next guy comes out, another 2 people come out, theme music, they come out, tag team match, 6-man tag, whatever it may be, and you go into commercial break, come back, tag team match. I mean, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? You throw a general manager out there, this is going to be a tag team matchup. The Teddy Long, bro. Teddy Long is booking SmackDown Live and Raw every single week. Wants a tag team match to start off every goddamn show. Garbage, bro. Garbage. They really need to find a way to open this show creatively. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe start off the show with a matchup. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's unheard of. That is unheard of. I've never heard of that idea in my life. How dare you, you disgrace. Get out of here. That's how they'd probably be looking at me in the Raw creative team if I pitched that idea to them. Why don't we start Monday Night Raw off with the match today? What? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, bro? No. Wrestler A is going to come out, and then Wrestler B is going to come out, and Wrestler B is going to introduce Wrestler C, and Wrestler A is going to introduce Wrestler D, and then General Manager's going to come out, and he's going to announce a tag team matchup. It's every single week. Goddamn same thing. Change it up for once, goddamn it. Change it up. Start off with a matchup. But, I mean, that was not the case here tonight. We saw Wrestler A, Wrestler B, Wrestler C, and Wrestler D here tonight. So, I mean, and if you know what I mean by Wrestler D, I mean, this segment was dick, because it's the same goddamn shit every single week. But let's talk about it. So, Kevin Owens started off the show here tonight, and he obviously mocking Chris Jericho to this point. You know, Jericho's returning. Has house shows. He's booked for house shows against Hideo Itami June 30th and July 1st, I think. I don't even know, but he will be back in the WWE. But Kevin Owens, he talks about how the former host of the highlight reel, who supposedly invented the Money in the Bank ladder match, had never won the Money in the Bank. He gets interrupted by AJ Styles' chance, but he continues saying that on Sunday he will do what Jericho never could. He says that not only will he be the face of America, but the WWE champion and the face of the entire WWE. He then welcomes one of the people he is going to step on. Kevin Owens, such a goddamn heel, love it. He says, I'm going to step on this guy. Jesus Christ. But he introduces one of the people he's going to step on, according to him, and that is Shinsuke Nakamura, the rock star, the artist, Shinsuke Nakamura. Owens says that he doesn't care if he thinks he's some rock star, but this isn't America's Got Talent. It's SmackDown, and a lot of people want to know who Nakamura is and why he's here. But the only question that matters to Owens is if Shinsuke Nakamura knows what happened to the last person who called themselves a rock star in the WWE. That was Chris Jericho. And Owens said that Chris Jericho got an early retirement, and he will do the same thing to Nakamura if he dares show up at Money in the Bank. As Nakamura is about to begin speaking, Baron Corbin comes out. There's Wrestler C for you. Baron Corbin comes out, and he comes out saying that this is a highlight reel. So he shows us some highlights of what he did to Sami Zayn last week. Oh, let's be smart with it, guys. Baron Corbin going on the highlight reel, so let's give him some highlights. Ha! Genius. Great job done. Great job done. Nah, bro. Go fuck yourself. What happened here? Owens says that there's no reason to interrupt his show to show Corbin beating up Sami Zayn. Owens says something very smart here. He says, that's something I've been doing for years, bro. I got a little chuckle out of that. But Corbin calls Owens Cartman. I hate how they keep calling Owens fat. Bro, Owens can go leagues and bounds. He can run circles around Baron Corbin in the ring. Jesus Christ. Owens is a fantastic wrestler. Why do you keep focusing on his weight? You know those lines, those jokes are coming directly from Vince McMahon. That's 2 weeks in a row. Owens has been called Cartman on SmackDown Live. Stop calling him fat, bro, because it doesn't matter what you look like. It matters what you can do in that ring and on that microphone. And on both of those levels, Kevin Owens is an A-plus player. So, I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't know what you're doing calling Kevin Owens Cartman. Nakamura picks up the mic finally, saying that last week Nakamura pinned Owens in the middle of the ring. So Nakamura's like, Jericho wasn't the last rock star you stepped in the ring with. It was me, because last week I pinned you, like Nakamura says it. And then he goes to Baron Corbin, who he says seems to forget that Sami Zayn has beat him twice, so he should stop focusing on this assault that he got after the match. That gets Owens and Corbin's angry, and they start attacking Nakamura until Sami Zayn comes in, makes the save, saying that the fight between him and Corbin is far from over, and the fight against Kevin Owens is never over. Zayn then picks up the mic and proposes the idea of none other than a tag team matchup. So, of course, after the break, just like yesterday on Raw, except this segment was leagues and bounds better than that, bro. This segment was leagues and bounds better than that, bro. What happens here? We go from Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. Yes, this was a good tag team match, but like what I said about the 6-man tag last night, average match. What can you expect from a goddamn tag team match between two non-tag teams? Nothing, bro. Average match, but what was an interesting fact here that happened. Nakamura pinned Owens for the second week in a row here tonight. In the end of this match, Corbin and Owens got into an argument. Corbin hit Owens with the right hand. Zayn conveniently comes out of goddamn nowhere, hits the clothesline on Corbin, and Nakamura hits Owens with the Kinshasa. So for the second time in a row, Nakamura has pinned Owens clean on SmackDown. Next week, he has a match with Kevin Owens, bro. What if Nakamura wins again? Does that warrant Nakamura a United States Championship match? If you're looking at your rumor mill, bro, there were rumors going out that Nakamura versus Owens is a feud WWE has in mind. So could that be the direction they're going? That after Money in the Bank, Nakamura is not going to win it. Owens is obviously not going to win it. So what if Nakamura comes out next night on SmackDown and says, Owens, before Money in the Bank, I beat you 3 goddamn times, even 2 times if the match next week ends in some type of interference. I beat you 2 goddamn times. I pinned the United States Champion 2 times. I want my United States Championship match. I can very well see that being the possibility. And I do not see Nakamura coming out of that situation the loser, bro. That's all I'm going to say about that. Then again, you do have Chris Jericho coming back, and you have to keep that feud in mind. And after Money in the Bank, you're going to be going into Battleground, which is on July 23rd. Yes, I got my pay-per-view schedule together. I'm always scrambling papers like, what pay-per-view's next, bro? I can't even fucking tell, there's so many. But I finally got my pay-per-view schedule in check. I was checking it here tonight during SmackDown, seeing how storylines can play out. But Nakamura is going to be, or Owens, I should say, is going to be busy with Jericho, because if the rumors are true that Jericho will be back, and if he's not just working those house shows on the 30th of June, don't trust me for those dates if you want to go buy tickets, by the way. I'm not sure if that's correct. But I'm on the 30th of June and July 1st against Hideo Itami, and he is going to be back in the WWE full-time because his tour with Fozzy is coming to a close as of now, as of me listening to his podcast. So I don't know, bro. Jericho could be involved in a feud with Owens, and what I'm saying could be absolute cockadoodle bullshit. But for now, I'm thinking Owens versus Nakamura, and that's something I don't want to see because I want Nakamura to remain titleless until next year's WrestleMania, where Styles has the title, Nakamura is chasing, and we get that match for Nakamura's first WWE Championship, one-on-one, Styles, Nakamura, WrestleMania 34, beautiful main event. That's what I want to see. So I say keep Nakamura titleless. It's very easy. I feel like you could put him in a bunch of feuds until then. Randy Orton, John Cena, Baron Corbin would be a good one. Just a bunch of feuds you can do with Nakamura. So keep him titleless until WrestleMania 34 is what I'm begging WWE to do. Moving on here to the Usos. That was terrible, but the Usos come out and cut a promo saying that the crowd is looking salty here tonight. They looking mad, bro, but they still tag team champions. They thought American Alpha would beat them. Nope. They thought the Breezango would beat them. Nope. They thought the Falcons would beat the Atlanta Braves. Oh shit, throwing that sus at the Atlanta crowd, bro. Throwing that heat at the Atlanta crowd. And they say, nope, they get a ton of heat. And they're like, too easy. Just absolutely fantastic. People are saying that there's no legitimate heels these days in WWE. I mean, SmackDown's got quite a few. You got Baron Corbin. You got Kevin Owens. The Usos are just full out heel. If you're talking about, like, kayfabe, maintaining their character on Twitter, all types of social media, everywhere they go, then, I mean, there's no heels in the WWE. But if you're talking just straight up on TV, there's no heels and faces, nah, bro. There is heels and faces on TV. Straight down, you look at the roster, you can name that guy's a heel, that guy's a face. That guy's a heel, that guy's a face. You look at Styles, he's a face. You look at Ziggler, he's a heel. You look at, Sami Zayn, he's a face. You look at, Kevin Owens, he's a heel. You look at Nakamura, that's a face. You look at Corbin, that's a heel. So, to me, there's clear-cut faces and heels. So, that's just what I'm saying. But, the Usos continue this promo. They say no one goes as hard as the Usos. And that's when the music plays. The New Day makes their comeback here tonight. And they said that they couldn't have thought of a better place to make their SmackDown Live debut than Atlanta, which was Xavier Woods' hometown. So they needed to bring their wonderful hips to this town. That's when the Usos show up, questioning if it's such a smart decision to interrupt them. They say that this is the Uso Penitentiary because they have the titles now. The New Day says as far as the title goes, they want them, and you could either choose the easy way or the hard way. The New Day, the Usos threatened to beat the crap out of these what do you even call it? Hip gyrating unicorns, I think is what they said. Jesus Christ. But the New Day then announced that at Money in the Bank, Shane McMahon said something about special opponents for the Usos pod. I just can't remember who. And that's when everybody starts chanting the who. And of course, it was the New Day. So the New Day just gets to come into SmackDown Live after all these months, after doing nothing on Monday Night Raw. I mean, who's doing anything on Monday Night Raw besides Roman Reigns, who's beating every single name on that goddamn roster? But who's doing anything on Monday Night Raw? And the New Day hasn't done jack shit. They took a month and a half off after WrestleMania. They weren't even in action at WrestleMania yet. They come to SmackDown Live, and it's special privileges galore. They get their number one contenderships. Why the hell didn't you guys put them in a number one contender match? Whether it be against the Ascension, whether it be against the American Alpha, I don't know, bro. Why not American Alpha? Jesus Christ. You should have American Alpha while the New Day's doing their segment next week. Have them come out and say, you know what? You have no goddamn right to come in here and take that #1 contendership, because we were here first, bro, and you have been on a month and a half. Well, if you think about it, American Alpha has been on a month and a half hiatus. So what the hell? Well, what claim do they even have, bro? Because SmackDown's booked themselves into a corner. But there's no reason for the New Day to come into SmackDown Live and immediately been rewarded a tag team or a women's championship shot, women's championship, tag team championship shot. I'm thinking of Charlotte over here, who just gets handed title shots left and right. But I mean, there's no goddamn reason for the New Day to get special privileges after they have done nothing for months. I take issue with that, and hopefully next week American Alpha comes out and says, we will face you guys, and that will determine the #1 contender. So hopefully that goes down before the New Day can proceed in this feud with the Usos, which was inevitable, Ralph. It was inevitable. But we move on to the next segment, and we thankfully see another edition of the Fashion Files, which has been very entertaining each and every single week on SmackDown Live. And this time it's Fandango going around in the back in a black and white. It was black and white, and he was like a detective. He was reminiscing on the failure. They were so close, and they failed, and then they came within an inch, and once again they failed, and he's wondering if he should take the way of all the other has-beens. Then he encounters this old Fashion Files police room, and it's wrecked up. He encounters Tyler Breeze, who for some reason is still undercover in his mind, and Breeze is like, in his mind, because you could hear what their thoughts, they're not even talking, you hear their thoughts, he's like, thank God he didn't hear me, and then they're like, you could hear me? And it's just a little funny coincidence there, but he encounters Breeze, who was still in a dress for some reason. They found cologne on the floor. They were investigating who the hell wrecked this room. They found cologne on the floor, and Fandango sniffed it, saying it smelled like an old hot dog and hibiscus, with Breeze confirming that they have found their next case, and we would actually see the Fashion Police later in the night. But for now, we goes into the women's Fatal 5-Way, bro, which never even goddamn happened. Let's talk about it. This match never even happened, with a huge brawl breaking out between all 5 women, with all sorts of goddamn chaos going on. Charlotte with a moonsault onto Tamina and Natalya. Carmella with the crossbody into Charlotte. Becky with an exploder on Carmella. Tamina takes out Becky. Natalya with the discless clothesline on Charlotte. And as Natalya was about to put Charlotte through the table that Tamina had cleared earlier in the table, Charlotte reverses, throws Natalya into the steel steps, picks her up, power bombs her through the table. Huge spot. Set the crowd on goddamn fire, bro. Shane McMahon finally comes out, and he actually has a goddamn smile on his face after all this goddamn chaos. Shane McMahon comes out saying that this brawl shows that the SmackDown Women's Division is on fire, but they are so focused on the prize that they all took each other out. He says that he wants to do something innovative. He wants to do something new, announcing that the 5 of them will compete again, but this time in the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. God damn, bro. This is exciting. This is a very exciting announcement. I mean, I saw this coming. I tweeted out, you can go check it, bro. I tweeted it out right as this segment started to kick off with all the women brawling. I'm like, this is going to end in all the women being laid out. Shane McMahon coming out and saying, nobody's getting a title shot. You're going to have to compete in a Money in the Bank ladder match, which I like a lot. But, I mean, there's a lot of risk in this match as well. People aren't seeing this part of the match. I mean, these women can easily get hurt. I mean, I said it on Behind the Mic when we were discussing this match apparently being just scrapped. It's not going to be scrapped, thank God. But, it just got announced, so why the hell am I talking about it being scrapped? But, I mean, we talked about it on Behind the Mic. This could be a very dangerous match for the women. I mean, we've seen a lot of injuries in this match as it is, with Sheamus He suffered an injury back in like 2013. Sin Cara took a fall, and I know you're like, these are jobber names, who cares? But these are small, petite women. Besides Tamina and maybe even Charlotte, I don't see many of these women like Carmella being able to take a lot of these ladder shots, and it's going to be one of those matches where you're just on the edge of your seat. Like the Hell in a Cell, you're just like, oh my god, are these women actually getting hurt? This is a high risk for injury here, so I don't know, bro. I'm excited to see this goddamn match. I really am. It's going to be very, very interesting to see the way the women approach this. Hopefully they don't pull the fucking Divas crap that they used to do back in like 2010 with the first ever women's tables match, and then there was a pink table, and then you have a little ladder match, first ever ladder match, pink ladder, just terrible garbage. I mean, I want to see women's Money in the Bank. I want to see these girls go like the boys, and I know that they can. This is going to be such an exciting match. My prediction to win it is Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is going to win it. I say Charlotte's going to win the title from Naomi. Becky Lynch is going to win the Money in the Bank. And Becky Lynch, being the babyface that she is going to say, SummerSlam, I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank with a match against Charlotte Flair. And I want my rematch at SummerSlam. It's going to be a one-on-one match with Becky Lynch, the biggest babyface on the SmackDown Live Women's Division, against Charlotte, the biggest glaring heel on the SmackDown Women's Division. So I say you use this to set up your SummerSlam events, and I think it's going to be a very exciting match. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what these women do in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Again, there's a lot of risk that can happen here, but again, there's a lot of excitement that comes out of this match, and I really cannot wait to see what the women do in this match, because I know these women are going to put their all. You saw the smiles on their faces. They were excited. They're ready for this, but I mean, it is a grueling, grueling matchup, and if a lot of the men can't even take it, what makes you think that, and I don't mean to be sexist here, but women who are physically proven to be less muscular than men, that they're going to be able to take a lot of this pressure from the ladders. Maybe it will be toned down, which I really don't want it to be, because then it's not going to be a match to the fullest of its potential, but I think these women are going to put their all into it. SmackDown does have a very credible women's roster, and this is going to be a very, very exciting match at Money in the Bank, making the Money in the Bank pay-per-view just that much more exciting to see. So that is what happens with the Fatal 5-Way that never actually happened here tonight on Monday Night. Jesus Christ, why do I keep saying Monday Night Raw? SmackDown Live, god damn it. Go fuck myself. Anyways, moving on. Tyler Breeze and Fandango versus the Colognes. In this match, nothing really special. Probably the down point of the match. Breeze and Fandango once again had their tricks in motion, squirting the Colognes with water guns. And with Tyler Breeze dressed up as the janitor, he got the hot tag, bro. Fandango took out one of them, I don't even know who. He held them up back, and then one of them got distracted. That allowed for the, kill switch, or the beauty, whatever the hell he calls it. And it was 1, 2, 3. Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Breezango win here. Really nothing of my interest here. Get them in a feud against the Ascension and have them cut the crap a little less, because this really was not intriguing to me whatsoever. We go to a backstage segment where Styles is interviewed about his match with Dolph Ziggler tonight, saying that tonight he's building up momentum towards that Money in the Bank ladder match and towards the WWE Championship. Dolph Ziggler shows up saying that AJ Styles thinks he built this place, but Ziggler laid the foundation, saying that he is the only one to win the Money in the Bank in this match, and he will do it again. He mocked Styles into fighting now, with Styles, like at that moment, with Styles even taking off his shirt ready to fight, but Ziggler walked away like a classic heel. So that's what Ziggler had to do there, and that was a little decent backstage segment building towards the main event. Randy Orton comes out to respond to what has happened with Jinder Mahal for the first time since losing the championship. He introduces himself, saying that he's beat a series of huge names, including Mick Foley, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. He says that his father was in the main event of WrestleMania, of the first WrestleMania, and that if his grandfather was alive right now, he would have smacked him in the face for losing to a guy like Jinder Mahal. What are you insinuating there, Randy Orton? But he says that his grandfather was part of the quiet era where they would just go out there and do what they were going to do, and at Money in the Bank, he doesn't have to explain how he's going to kick Jinder Mahal's ass, because he's just going to do it. He says that at Money in the Bank, he is going to be a 14-time world champion, and that's where Jinder Mahal says that Randy Orton, he appears on the Titantron. His music starts playing. Orton thinks he's going to come out, appears on the Titantron. Mahal says that Randy Orton is just like all the other Americans, clinging on to something that once was. He says, behold the future of the WWE, and the champion of the modern day, Maharaja. The Bollywood boys then started clapping as the Titantron awkwardly started zooming in on him. And Randy Orton, after that promo, just completely ignored it, just went up and stood on the second turnbuckle, and his music started playing anyway. So absolutely awkward segment there. Weird segment there. Same weird-ass, boring, stale, generic Randy Orton babyface character with nothing of intrigue to say. Jinder Mahal has literally cut the same promo for 3 goddamn weeks now. Nobody goddamn cares, and thank God this was just a minor part of the goddamn show. This is so boring. Get it over with. Nobody goddamn cares. There's no way I can take, 3 more months, like it's being rumored, of this Jinder Mahal WWE Championship reign. And to be honest, I don't even want to see Randy Orton be this WWE Champion, because he's so goddamn boring as a babyface. Either turn Randy Orton heel and have him win the WWE Championship, or get rid of Jinder Mahal and replace him with a much better champion. And no, retards, not John goddamn Cena. We go to the main event here tonight of John Cena. Why the hell did I say John Cena? AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler. This was a very, very good match. The only thing you could expect between these two great athletes in the ring. A great goddamn match. But I wish it would have gone 10 minutes longer. Obviously, if we were on pay-per-view, this match would have been a classic. But they did the best. They did the best they could do for what they were given. Goddamn, what a great match! Many highlights here, like when Ziggler hit the DDT from the second turnbuckle on Styles, the zigzag attempt that was caught into a backbreaker by Styles. There was another near fall where Ziggler hit the zigzag, but Styles managed to kick out. And in the end, we saw a surprise ending, because I thought AJ Styles was going to win this match whole time through, but Styles tried for the phenomenal forearm, but Ziggler knocked him down and got the hot tag to super kick and beat AJ Styles. I don't agree with that ending. I really don't. I think AJ Styles could have used the momentum. He lost to Kevin Owens at WWE Backlash. Really didn't get a convincing win last week. I think he was in the match with Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah, he was in the match with Shinsuke Nakamura. Really didn't do anything of avail there. Nakamura got the pin. Styles could have used the win, and you gave the win to Ziggler. Why? Is he going to win the Money in the Bank? No. Does that make him look more credible going into Money in the Bank? I guess. He beat AJ Styles. But AJ Styles needed to win himself to get himself back on track. So, I don't even know. I don't agree with it, but it was a good match. That's what I can tell you. It was a good match. And a pretty solid ending to SmackDown. Same thing yesterday with Monday Night Raw. Good match with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but shitty result because Roman Reigns won. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was your SmackDown Live review. Had to give this show a rating. 7 out of 10. Great show here tonight. Very good stuff. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. SmackDown review and Raw reviews for this week are now up, as well as the ones from last week, and Behind the Mic on Saturday. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe. For now, this is Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and I am out of here.